Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. How's everybody doing on this fine evening? Beautiful day here in Phoenix, and yeah, as you guys can see from the thumbnail, I actually had a win. So, congrats, my friend. Last weekend, hell yeah! Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Corey. Often guys in the house. What's up? Says congratulations, brother. Thank you, thank you. What's up, everyone? How's it going, Steve? Paige is in the house. What's up? Hell yeah. Thank you guys for joining in. Anyways, it was a fun weekend. And there's a funny story behind that final novice race. Um, the the shittiest thing is that neither me or the other guy actually got to finish the main. Um, Kind of a messed up deal for both of us, but so I've told you guys before about the guy that I've been racing against in this. He always seems to have some sort of catastrophic failure and can't finish. This time, he had it happen once before, but again, that nut on top of the piston inside the shock, I think it was on both the fronts because they were both just flopping. So that nut comes loose, and then there's no piston attached to the to the shaft, and then there's no resistance, so he had no front shocks basically. But yeah, it looked like both of them came loose. But so I didn't win that race by default. I didn't get to participate in the main either, other than maybe a couple of laps, and the buggy just or the truggy just kept dying. Had a few different people looking at it with me because, my first instinct when we fired it up and was trying to get the tune right on it, it ran great the first two runs, and then I put in a fresh, brand new out the package glow plug for the main, because I didn't want to keep running on the plug that I broke it in, that FX engine. So I put a brand new P3 in it, and first of all, when they started the second qualifying, there was no time in between the last race and then I was in the first race for the second round, and there was like no time, and I thought there'd be, usually there's like 10 15 minutes or whatever, so I had to heat it up as quickly as possible, and then was trying to keep it running and didn't get to tune it. The weather had changed. Like I didn't have time to set it like I needed to. So had some dying issues, and then, basically had to lean out the low side a little bit just to keep it going. And then after that, like I could not keep it running for the main. A couple guys looking at it and they're like, "Oh, it looks like your clutch is slipping," which the clutch was spinning just fine. Yeah, the bearing was getting bad in it, but it shouldn't have been killing it like it was, in my opinion, from what I've seen. But my first instinct was the glow plug. Whenever it first died, or kept dying, when the tune itself was real close enough it shouldn't have been dying, because you'd rev it up, and then so what you do, checking the tune, that you rev it up, let it scream, and then you let off and see how it settles down. And it was. Before it was settling down just fine, like the tune was good, but man, after I put that glow plug in, it was like I had nothing but problems. And then for the main, I could not keep the damn thing running. I had to start it like 3 times, and I was late getting into the race because we just couldn't keep it running. But like I said, first instinct was the glow plug, but being that it was brand new out the package, I thought there's no way. Not just because the weather changed, and being that it was new and, probably loosening up, and I just needed to adjust the tune on it. Well, No, it was the glow plug, because then, being that it was a brand new plug, I went to put it in my buggy so that I would have a brand new plug for that main, and because that's really the one that needed a plug. And same thing, after the tune was good, the first two qualifiers, I had no issues all day with it, and same thing, I'd rev it up and it would die, rev it up and it would die. So I put the old plug back in, revved it up, it was good to go. So I was like, it's got to be the plug. I took an old plug out of my my toolbox, and I threw it in the FX, the Truggy, after that race was over, and fired it up, ran perfect. I was like, you little son of a bitch, brand new out the package, P3 just done. Pissed me off, but thank God he didn't get to run either, and I beat him by 2 points. So it wasn't a flawless victory or a dominant performance by any means. But appreciate all the support from you guys. This is one of the coolest little plaques that I've ever gotten. It's my first individual anything that I've won like that. So there's that awesome Nitro Compound logo. I'm like, what are the snowflakes for? We ain't got no snow. And they're like, because it's the Winter Series. Sponsored by Raw Speed. And that's like the coolest looking novice I've ever seen. So, but anyways, like I said, thank God he had failure as well. We both had a bad day, and the points didn't really change from what they were before, and I got the victory. It was cool. It was nice. So thank you guys. I appreciate all the. Yes, you're right. A win is a win, but I wanted to run so bad. It was running great. Like, and when I say running great, I mean like the handling on the track, the way that I was driving it. Like I could feel myself locking in on the track, and it was getting around so clean. Had a good time with it. But we're gonna get it right for the next one, and we're gonna have a blast. So we'll bring out the Truggy, later on. I've got to get this buggy ready for this coming weekend. So I've got some bearings to check on, I've got some diffs to redo, and I got some shocks to redo, and just doing some cleanup on it and trying to get it ready to go. So I'm gonna put this back up and we will get to it. So anyways, how's everybody doing? Hope you guys had a great day. What we got? 17 people in here. What's up? So let me get back up here. Make sure I say hi to everybody. Let's see. All Aspects, what's up? How you doing, brother? I think I already said hi to everybody that's above that. The Nitro Pimp says, hell yeah. Thanks for joining in, my brother. Nice win, says Steve. Thank you. I wish I could have done it with an actual, driving victory, but, I'll take it. How's Paige doing, my brother? What's going on? Rocky Perry, how's it going? Hey, yo, what up, Check? Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining in, brother. JW's in the house. What's up? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mama's in the house. Hello, baby doll. Let's see. Grizzly's in the house. What's up? Everyone, it looks like a congratulations is in order. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Higher Velocity. What's going on, my friend? Let's see, Addiction, what is up? Just running the tracks, brother. Glad you could make it. John Davison says, awesome job, John. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. JW's been wrenching. Yeah, I got to get started on mine. HPI RS4 M628, what's up? Addiction, everyone, and congrats on your win. Thank you, I appreciate it. I think you're new here. I don't recall seeing you here before. If you have been, thanks for joining in again. But thanks for joining the chat and hanging out with us. Appreciate it. RC Adventures, what's up, my brother? Corey, look at you. Says, hell yeah, brother, win's a win. You're awesome, my friend. Thank you much for the donation there, brother. Hell yeah. Let's see. Is it the end of it? Yes. Oh, that's stupid. I hate when they put these stupid ads in the comments. I can't. It won't let me scroll all the way down to the bottom. There we go. Alright, fixed. You know, guys, it's been a while since we did this. I'm going. Oh, I can't. It's not on my. I gotta get my damn email put into this computer. I got a new computer for work, and I gotta get my email put into it because I can't do the. I can't hand out the free memberships. Anywho, so yeah, this thing. So these raw speed triads. If you guys have never tried these, man, these things are like Velcro on that track. It handled so well. Let's see, I just can't wait for winter to end. There's lots of snow still. Oh, it's Mario. Cool. Awesome, bro. Yeah, we had a little bit of snow the other day. I don't know how much. I don't think it's still there, and I'm talking like in Kansas City. So the wife got some snow, but didn't get anything down here in the desert. Zoom doesn't matter if it's inch or a mile. That's right, Grizzly. Look like Velcro on the higher scale. Yep. They're kind of like Velcro. I'm telling you guys, if any of you guys are hitting a track and it's like, you know, it gets that hard packed groove, you know, and it's like driving on concrete. That's how, you know, hard and packed it is. These things are great. If they water it down and it's got a little moisture to it, it's okay. But if it's got a lot of moisture to it, or, you know, it's got some softness on top, these don't grip quite as well. But man, I'm telling you, for that hard packed dirt where you just slide around like you're on marbles, these things are great. I love these tires. So pick some up if you're a track person. You can pick them up anyways, but especially if you're going to the track. The new exhaust worked out great. So yeah, I got that one pulled out and give you a closer look at it. Yeah, just beat the shit out of it. Alrighty, let's see. We're gonna pull the engine out, make sure everything's good on that. But so after we do that, then basically for today, what we're gonna work on is getting the diff oils fixed up. Because I know by now it's been a few races. I know by now they're not happy. Happy. Mama says, not much, just a dusting. And Corey, that is formerly known as Janine, but when YouTube changed everybody's channel names back to their their profile name, basically changed her name. So Lily's the daughter, Janine's the mama. Rage, what's up, my brother? How you doing? Thanks for joining in. Of course, says go Broncos with backup quarterback. When I heard about that, I was like, oh, that sucks. I mean, for them, not for me, but you know, I don't want to see anybody get hurt like that. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, Mahomes' ankle was almost broken. He won a Super Bowl. But no, he didn't break it, and he wasn't in a cast, so unfortunate. Who's y'all's backup? All right, let's get started on the beast. So the Samurai, what is this? The Samurai 2090. Worked great. The power band was smooth. I didn't have any issues with this thing not running properly. swap that over. There, now we won't have any fuel leaking out on us. Yeah, so next is the Outlaw series. And if I remember correctly, it's 3 races at the compound and 3 races at the at Adobe. And I'm still working on trying to get some GoPro footage while I'm driving. But this weekend I had so much going on and things not working properly. I just didn't even think about getting the camera. I took it, but I wasn't about to try and worry about that when I couldn't even keep the damn thing running. You know, the buggy. And then this was 2 races later, so I literally only had like 15 minutes, and I had to make sure that it was good to go. And yeah, so just the camera just didn't even come out of its package. But we are going to definitely start getting some footage. It sucks. I don't have time to go put it up when I got to go out and marshal after the fact. So it you know, brand new camera. I don't want to just drop it in my tool bag and then it sits there and gets banged around, and so I gotta come up with a solution on what makes sense for protecting it. And just wait till you see the little boo-boo I got on this thing, which thank God it didn't affect anything and I didn't notice it till the race was over. But oh, I ran Sportsman in this and I got 4th out of like 8 people. I should have gotten, I think it would have been what, like 7th out of 9. But like 3 people literally broke down, and then I beat out a couple people. So I can definitely tell I'm getting better. My lap times aren't like the fastest at the compound. My fastest one was like 48 seconds, and the really fast people, they're running, you know, 41, 42. The really fast people are probably even putting up a 39 or a 40. So I'm getting closer, but so I actually, in my 2 qualifying, like I rolled it over a couple times and didn't even have to get marshaled. Like just rolled over, landed on my wheels, and kept going. I didn't have any catastrophic jump or crashes that I had to sit there and wait. You know, I was making it around real nice, but faster than what I usually do. And I was even, you know, I was pushing it, and I'm starting to actually get a good feel for, you know, running the tracks. So, I mean, you never know. One of these days I could get me a win on that Sportsman class, because that's what I'm in now. And jumping into that series, I won't be doing any novice. My buggy and truggy will both be in Sportsman classes. But yeah, when you barely crash and you get 94 and like 93, 94, and I think one was even like a 96% consistency. You know, it's a pretty good accomplishment, because you know, you got to be consistent and not crash before you really worry about the speeds. So it's all coming. Just taking a little bit of time. Oh, one more screw. I always forget about this one. I think by now I'd be used to this extra. It's like 6 screws you got to loosen to get this thing out. And I've seen people take out the fuel tank screw and just the whole thing comes out. I don't really see a need for all that. So set that aside. Oh, wrong way. Ouch. There's a little bit of squeak in there. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That squeak is my stand. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna check diffs. I'm gonna clean out the hinge pin carriers and the A-arms. We're gonna do a complete cleanup of this beast. Make sure she's good and ready. So a shout out at Jared Dixon, NITRO pimping off a guy. Not a problem, bro. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate it very much. Living likes out of 19 people. Let's go with that like button. You get him, Corey. You guys got to listen to Corey. He's a good dude. Oh, Corey was answering me. Statham. Who? I've heard of the name. Statham. What's his first name? God, where do I know that name from? Who they playing? The Patriots or the whatchamacallums? Texans. I didn't see who won. I figured out how to get rid of another Liam. Yeah, you had to like go into your profile or something, didn't you? You got me. I forget. What? Off the guy. What in the hell's going on? I knew something was up. It's got that old forgetful, that I'm getting old and can't remember shit thing going on. Gotta ask guys in Winnipeg, Canada. We got a negative 34 spell going on in the weekend. Negative 34. How's Arizona? Today, I think today was like 72, 74. Yesterday was 72, 74. Saturday got up to 80. Lows in like the mid 40s, high 40s. So it was a little chilly yesterday morning when we got started. Actually got to wear my Raw Speed hoodie, which doesn't happen very often. But yeah, good times. Terry Curry, what's up? Thank you very much, my brother. He says, oh, congratulations. He's yelling it at me too. No, I appreciate it, man. That's freaking awesome. Jarrett Statham from New England. Yep, okay. I knew it sounded familiar, but I mean, good luck, I guess. I can't believe I'm saying good luck for the donkeys. But you're my brother, so good luck to you, bro. Maybe next year we can get our shit together and keep Patrick from getting hurt. Yeah, we had all kinds of line issues this year. And receivers dropping the ball. No excuses, just, all that stuff adds up and, it is what it is. And hopefully we could have done a little better if we didn't, we had a better line. I would like to think so anyways. But anyways, so I'll get the brakes off. I think there's a bad bearing going on inside there. Alright, let's see. Freaking stand needs some oil. Oh, jeez. For those of you guys that have never used these, and I know I say it all the time, but these Avid wheel nuts, man, that little serrated edge or whatever you want to call that, you almost need one of those freaking like real car tire impacts to get that thing off, Alright, let's, yeah. God, making me look like a weenie. Excellent achievement, says Terry Curry. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. Go Hawks. I took a piss off the deck and it froze him. I've been in weather that's that cold, but I've never, I've never taken the chance. You know, I don't, I don't want the stem to freeze. You know, get frostbite where it shouldn't have. But yeah, excellent tread on these things. And I'd probably get another, I mean, at least another main, maybe a couple of qualifiers in a main out of this before they get down to the point where they're, you know, not getting full traction. So these are yellows. I think yellows might be medium compound. That or they're diff. I thought I was getting soft long wear. I have to look it up. I don't remember, but these should be soft long wear, but I could be wrong. Oh. I get a little overzealous when I go to put these on. But you know what? I've seen I don't know how many people lose their wheel nuts in the main. And that's one thing that I can proudly say I don't lose wheel nuts. I just lose other things and all the power it takes to get that shit off. All right, so we're gonna do a deep dive here. But I really need to focus on this one because, you know, the other one's still pretty fresh. So this one here definitely is getting all the attention this week. But, you know, after getting that FX broke in, man, that engine is nice. Love the power band on it. It pushes that truggy just like it was a buggy. I noticed a big difference between it and that old block engine that I had in it. But granted, that block engine's had a lot of run time on it. And it could probably use a pinch. But that FX is a beast. So no squeaky when that's... But when you take it off, there's no squeaky either. I still think it's in this. I know they got a tool that does this, but tires work great at holding that wheel hex so you can back the screw out. I just saw that Corey says, wow, not one. I was going to say, it's a bad win right there. They stopped a mud hole in the wine. You said, go Hawks. Who's the Hawks? When we were talking football, what are you talking, Jay? W? Looks like no other. I believe they won it out, brother. Is it the Seattle Seahawks versus the LA Rams? Is that what we're saying? I quit paying attention when my team went out. I don't care that much for the rest of football. I only want to watch my team when they win. I've watched enough losing over the years. You know, I'm always a fan, but I got other things to do, like Play with RCs. Should we take out New England form if we can? AZMZ6, what's up? Need to get you a little impact like I've got. Got tired of busting my knuckles. Yeah, and I do have like a little M12 that would probably work just fine. I just don't have the socket for it. So, I mean, at some point, it is a goal. I just don't have it at the moment. But thanks for the advice, brother. Welcome to the show. With the name changes, if you've been on here before and I don't recognize you, sorry. But if you're new, welcome. Hope you're enjoying. Why are you not coming out of there? There it is. See, by the way, 1 dot yellow is soft, 2 dots is soft long wear. Thank you. For some reason, I thought yellow was medium and green was soft. But I guess green's probably super soft in it. What's blue? Yeah, I guess it's always 2 dots whenever it's long wear. So yeah, good point. Appreciate the info. Yeah, and I got a new set of these coming in since I broke one. Thank God for Peyton. He gave me a loaner, but I did go ahead and order more. And then what I'll do is like all these other racers, you get new stuff, you put it in, you hold on to these for backups, and if somebody needs one, there you go. So that is the plan with that. I think that hinge is good. Mainly just want to make sure that it's not binding up and it feels pretty smooth. I don't know how many of you guys do this. It may just be me, but I use my needle nose to push bearings out a lot of times. Let me know what you guys use. That's if I can get them in there. If I can't, I just stick like one of the hex drivers in there. Use that flat, blunt end of it. So the bearings don't feel too bad, but they could definitely be changed. Oh, it's Tony. I thought the picture might have kind of looked a little familiar, but I couldn't really tell. What is up, brother? Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, I see you using your impact all the time, and I think about using mine, and like I said, I just don't have the socket for it. But yeah, he was there with me experiencing all the crap. I had that poor guy running out there to get my car like 3 different times, and I kept apologizing to him. I was like, I'm sorry, brother. But he did great. I appreciate his help. Oh, man. Bearing down. Yeah, let me get this beast ready for Adobe. These bearings feel good. Nothing gritty, no sticky. I got a little play in my drive cups, so I'm thinking maybe those bearings are not in the best of shape. That's squeaky. You know what? We're going to take that apart. toss that should not have happened at the end. I'm not sure which game you're talking about, so I just changed them both places, and I'm always off my guy. We know you are. The one and only. Man, I tell you what, there's not a shortage of helicopters in this town. That is for damn sure. Yeah, remember if you're doing some maintenance on these, always check. This one's good, but I broke one of the other ones. So always check your hinge pin holes. There isn't really a way to get anything in there to clean that out. Probably put a little dab of grease on it when we go to put it back in. Not too much, just a little. Oh, wrong hole. Wrong hole. Alright. What else? Well, I mean, it took the squeak out. Stan's starting to get on my nerves. Ba-ding! I'll check that out later. Oh, there's another one. Is this one the winner? No, well, so I ran this and the Truggy during Novice. But before I got the Truggy, basically I was already jumping up to Sportsman. And then the fact that I had never run the Truggy in a race, I figured I would just keep it in Sportsman until I, figure it out and get the feel for it, which Truggy's a lot easier to drive than Buggy, so it comes pretty quick. But, so you could say, yeah, both of them participated. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they let me do it, so I did it. But again, the guy that I'm running against, that's all he runs is Truggy. So it's not like I had a disadvantage against somebody that was only running a Buggy. Which is nothing wrong with the Buggy, of course. They're harder to drive. You want to learn how to drive, you drive a Buggy. You just want to, you want the vehicle to do the work. Truggies are way much easier to drive. And it's not knocking the Truggies at all. Just saying. Tarek, have you seen the Truggy? Get out of there. Let's see here. My backup brother, often guy. I think he's everybody's backup brother. Which I never had a real brother, three stepbrothers, and I'd consider often a guy a brother. Um, one of the best people around. No offense to all the rest of you, but he's helped me out a lot with my channel, and he's always there for me. Always has been. I'll send the Amazon link for the socket I've got. It was pretty cheap. Been a lifesaver. Awesome. Thank you, sir. I'm assuming that's what the dings were. I'm just now getting down to the messages. Let's see. Even on my small engine at work, like steel equipment or anything small, I dismember it with the impact, but not putting it together. Right? Yeah, and like I don't mind using an impact, putting things back together, but you gotta have some throttle control. But you don't go, you don't go click, click, click. Maybe one click, depending on if, of course not on plastic, but, or soft aluminum. But, you just gotta have that feel for it. You definitely don't want to be heavy-handed with it. But yeah, definitely for taking it apart. Counting down for the spring bro sickness. Dude, it's like spring all year round here. Well, it's like a really hot spring in the summer, but yeah, I don't like the heat, but I don't mind the nice weather. I miss the cold, but I'm having a blast at the track, so I'm not gonna complain. See, I changed two Husqvarna crankcases in 2 days. I'm cutting brake soles. What's up, Big Boys Toys? How you doing tonight, bro? Tarek, I'm trying to remember if I said something and you answered with no, bro. I can't remember if you were answering me. I messed up and I don't remember. Jay, yes sir, my friend. Always thank you very much. Appreciate it. No, thank you. And then Tony here is my new awesome bro that I get to hang out with all the time. So can't let her dugga too much. That is true. As pissed at Trump, we should be able to send stuff U.S. Yeah, but I mean, he's trying to make things even. All our other politicians have basically screwed us, and he's for the American people first. So I get it, but your own government is also part of the blame. So get rid of them. See, I just read the poster first place, awesome brother. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's one of the coolest plaques that I've ever gotten. Oh, you didn't see? Oh, gotcha. I couldn't remember. I'm getting old. Short-term memory. So it's it's that guy right there. The Techno 2.2. It's got the raw speed body on it. I did the old paint job here on the live and running the FX K5. So yeah, that's my beast. Probably can't see it, but I got so much crap in the way. But anyways, that truck is a blast. Ooh, right there. Bam. All right, back to the action. Oh, you guys want to see the catastrophic damage that my battery took? The table is moved out. We'll get the phone plugged back in so we don't die like we tend to do sometimes. So, here, let me get zoomed in here. Check this out. First time I've ever had this happen. Don't zoom out. All right. Look at this. I'm assuming that it was the sensor wire for the simple fact that it didn't quit on me. There it is. So, pretty sure there's no charging this battery up anymore. I don't know if there's a way to fix it, but, you know, they're cheap enough. I'd rather not risk it. I actually have two coming. I paid $48 for two of them. But they're the, hey Tony, those are Flashpoint, right? This is the ProTech. These are about $50 a piece now. They've gone up from 40 to 50. But I got two Flashpoints for $48. Yes, Tarek, that FX is a killer engine. I don't even have maybe a half gallon on it at this point, but I did a really good break-in on it. That was live last Sunday. I did 4 static or heat cycles, and then 4 static tanks, just sitting on the box, and then 3 on the box and 1 on the ground. And then this past Saturday, before I went to the track, I did the rest of it on the ground. You know, quarter pull, half pull, 3/4, and then I would do a full on the last tank. And then after that, I started tuning it. I didn't get footage of it. I was planning on it, but somebody had showed up, and I thought they were coming over to hang out, and then they walked over to the baseball field, and I just totally slipped my mind. But anyways, BB, I guess I should start calling you Carlo. I'm okay, thanks, John. No soft for today. How are you? I'll dry your tears up, bro. But no, I get you, man. It sucks when you like somebody and they're not there. I experience that constantly with the family being at home, but I mean, it is what it is. It's the life that we choose. But no, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Had a blast racing this week. Good times. Yeah, this one's kind of squeaky too, so we're gonna take it off and clean it as well. Oh, I forgot I zoomed in, sorry. You guys don't want to see my fat belly in the picture? How's that? Is that better? Pretty close. Maybe too close. Let's see. Old syndrome? Yes, Terry, very nice. Yeah, I really do like that engine, and the fact that it's it's a 5-port. It's a good fit for that truggy. Clean power band on it. Like I'm really enjoying it so far. Trying to get back to where we got a good deal here. Let's see. Oh no, they're all shit. Oh, I've already read that. Just posted a couple of new engines on my channel post page. Alright, brother, we have to check it out. Let's see, no, they're ProTech Flashpoint. Don't make the Techno Pack. Ah! Well, just as good then. Yeah, half price for those. That's freaking badass. But we're not going to say how. It's just, you guys just, all you need to know is I got a good deal on them. Yeah, I just dropped $48 for 2 of them. Carlos says, congratulations on winning first place. Thank you, thank you. I was the best rookie. The best new guy. But I had a blast. Great learning experience. It's awesome that they do have a, a novice, a rookie level for people to, try and get better at. Give us a chance in the beginning so we're not just running against a bunch of fast guys. Because, I mean, even though it's, sportsmen, there's a lot of fast guys in there. It ain't no joke. Yeah, I figured, man, if I get that kind of damage on that battery, from racing, I probably ought to get 2 of them. Because right now I'm scrambling, hoping they're here before the weekend so they're ready. So I have them for the race. Supposed to be here Thursday, Friday is what it says. So we should be good. What's up, Rinks? How you doing there, King Nerd? I think Rinks had a pretty good race this weekend as well. Bearings aren't too bad. We can get a couple more runs out of them. They don't feel gritty or nothing. That one's good. Man, I think a lot of my squeaking problems coming out of these outer hinge pins. Not gonna get crazy with this grease. I know what happens if we get a bunch of grease in there. Just want to give it a little something. And being the fact that these are inside the carrier, shouldn't have to worry too much about it getting filled up with dirt. So there's that. So we got a thin spacer and a thick one. This thin guy was up front. No more squeaky squeaky. This is a memorial race for Pops. By the owner of the track's dad. Heck yeah. Sounds like a good time. But yeah, I'm working on trying to figure out a way to do the GoPro, make the video while I'm running, and then probably have to do a handoff to my buddy Tony so he can take it back to the setup and doesn't get messed up in the toolkit. So it's just details I'm gonna have to work out. Trying to make sure I don't get toe up. Yeah, especially for this Outlaw series, I want to get some good footage of the races. Oh, backwards. Crap. Oh, the whole thing's on there backwards. What the hell did you do? It's gotta go the other way, stupid. Have a good night, higher velocity. Mitsubishi. No so squeaky squeaky. Or is it squeezy? Damn it. Oh. Oh, damn, it was stuck in there. Alright, so it's got to go like that. The big hole goes inside because that's where the that is where the axle sits in the bearing. JP, what's up? How you doing, bro? And I was able to hit this with some air, but there's still some. I need to start getting some of those cow RC products or something to get some of the dirt off here and shine up this plastic. You know, if it looks fast, it runs fast, right? I think I will leave the axles out until I'm done doing the diffs. I think. Sounds good to me anyways. I'm good, how the champ. Oh, stop it. It's just a little champ. The big champs, they won the fast races. I won the races where people can't drive straight on the track because they're new. But, you know, all they had to do was put some time and effort into it like I did, and they could have won. But no, nothing but great people out there. Okay, that goes in that way, so it's going to go this way. Spacers. Yeah, the trophies for this upcoming Outlaw race look really cool. It'd be nice if I could win one of those, but I gotta work my way up the sportsman class before I can claim any of that gold. Maybe eventually. Yeah, we're all stoked that they're doing this. Come on, get on there. Get. There we go. Got to feed my 2 cats, not 13. Be back in 15 minutes. No, I don't have 25 savages. So I missed a live this Sunday. Oh, had lots on the go. It's all good, bro. We appreciate when you give us the goodies, but we understand when you don't. Yeah, sorry I don't have any track footage for you guys. It was too hectic. Yeah, we're gonna check the center diff as well. So don't you worry. Gotta love how the side with the oil forms a layer of cake. I even did a really good job at, well, I thought I did, of blowing this off after the race. But looking at it now, it doesn't look like I did such a good job. I forgot this other one. Damn it, spin. All of a sudden, JP's addicted to the golf cart. What are you gonna do? Start just refurbishing them and then selling them? I bet you could get some good money for them, especially that blue one. People like that kind of stuff. All right, get it out of the way. So now is rear diff time. One of those mini Jeeps. You see them? Mini Jeeps. Was it supposed to be like a golf cart that looks like a Jeep? Trade up a not used XRT Ultimate with upgrades and charger. And batch for one. As much as them damn XRTs are, it's probably just about even. I think only RC Nitros is jealous of me. That's why he's always trying to start shit with me. You should see the way he talks to people in other lives. He's a whole. Don't say hi to him on hybrids. Yeah. I guess I wasn't gonna really bring it up, but since you brought that up, you know, every time that I see him in somebody's live, you know, I know it. I know you guys don't think so, but he's always like, you know, no boring long lives here. And I had to reply today, and I feel bad that I did that on Texas's live, but I was like, yeah, so boring. You changed your name 3 times for getting the boot because you wanted to come back so bad. And then he started going. He even threatened me. He threatened to come to Arizona to catch up with somebody running their mouth, is what he said. And I was like, yeah, truth hurts, and then you gotta threaten people. But you know, you can go read it on Texas's deal. I don't know what that guy's problem is. He starts shit with everybody and then has to always defend himself, is what he calls it. So I offered $4,000 for that blue one. How much you got into it? He is a child, JP, for sure. And, you know, I was probably childish for going back at it, but, you know, it gets old. Every single time that I try to talk in somebody's deal, he's over there running his mouth, but he only defended himself if you, you know, if you say something back, then he gets violent. Should have heard the stuff he was saying to Nitro Pimp. Which, by the way, thank you, Nitro Pimp, if you're still in here, for having my back. I appreciate that, bro. I don't think I would need it against the... Well, he called me a keyboard warrior, but he's the one that, you know, won't start his own channel to talk his shit. So I think he's the keyboard warrior. But anyways, I ain't too worried about him. And for not watching my channel, he sure knows a lot about what goes on here. I think he's a secret closet watcher. He just don't want to admit it because he's not allowed here. He even said Nitro Pimp don't know what he's talking about or what he's doing. As a mechanic that owns his shop. I was like, dude, you'll say anything dumb. Alright, so I gotta peel off. I always forget I gotta take the screws out from the bottom. Yeah, anyways. Sucks people gotta be that way. For no reason. He's banned from a lot of people's lives. I think that you guys banned him. Yeah, I mean, I had Cool Electric people coming in, and he basically was calling them gay, and they left and never came back. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people he ran off, but I know those 2 for sure. So it was worth getting rid of him. Winning an argument with smart people can be very difficult. Winning an argument with stupid people, it was impossible. Yeah, as my dad says, you got to stoop down to their level, and you can never win because, you know, it's hard to compete with dumb people. He may be an intelligent guy. I don't know. It doesn't sound like it. But it's just, he always wants to start some stupid shit. But you know, it sucks when you want to talk and hang out in somebody's chat, and every other comment, you know, is followed up by something stupid. And the fool can't even make his own channel and talk shit. He's got to do it on other people's channels. But I don't consider this talking behind his back because I'm sure he's listening. He knows way too much about this channel to not be watching. Because even though you ban them, they can watch. They just can't. They just can't chat. But anyways, man, you can tell I've been putting a lot of run on this thing. I'm about to have to get some new screws here pretty soon, and this plate was a lot thicker when I got it. Hell, it's even like wearing off the back end. It used to be even across the back. But it just means we're putting in the time. Some of the guys at the track were telling me that if you clean the dirt out of these screws, you know, after each race, they, you know, then like the next time you're running, like the screws don't back out. Which I don't have too much trouble with these screws backing out. But it's good practice, I guess. I just never do it. But look at there. I'm gonna need a new chassis here pretty soon. So even more thankful for Corey's donation. It'll go towards the chassis fund. $13 sea cans? What are sea cans? 47 bags of stuff. Found the best way to mess with that dude. I just used his phrases when he was around. Keep it up, man. Anytime you run across it, that's funny. I really can't stand to talk to him. I don't know. I was already kind of one of those moods, and I just had it, you know? And it's like, you do this all the time, so I am going to call you out. I don't like doing that with people, especially like in somebody else's live. Like if he was here, if we'd allow him here, you know, it'd be one thing. Or if he'd start his, I'd tell you what, I know he's watching. Start your own page. Like I've told you before, put it out there. I'll come, and we can, you know, you can physically talk and say whatever stupid smack you want. I'll come to your channel and do it, but quit being a douchebag on other people's channels. He's a spy for a hybrid. That's why he's protecting Hybrid's life. Lotus has told Hybrid to ban him many times. Yeah, and I've talked with Hybrid about it too. And Hybrid, love you, bro. I ain't knocking on you. I'm not dissing. I get your reasoning, you know. He was one of the guys that stood up for Hybrid against some of the other morons out there. Totally get it. Not gonna knock on it. But yeah, it's very annoying, and no telling how many people, you know, that one guy pushes away. And that was one of the things that I had to look at in mine as well. Like, how many people are you pushing away, and what do you actually bring to the table? And for me, it was nothing. Hybrid, I get. So, like I said, not talking shit on the guy. I get you, Hybrid. I mean, it's his channel. He can do what he wants with it. It's just, you know, it's really annoying when you can't go into somebody's channel and say something without some douchebag trying to start shit. And then whining and crying, saying that they're just defending themselves. Hell, I don't know, maybe he will show up out here at some point and talk smack in real life. I don't really care. And I had a feeling his bearings were going to be all kinds of bad, but there's play sliding on the shaft, but the bearing itself is good. The diff still has some good thickness to it. I'm trying to remember what thickness of oil we had in here. After that, I got 50 fix and mix of both. I run electric lately, so what? Yeah, I don't have anything against electric, but he was basically telling electric guys that would come into my live to leave and that they were gay. And it's like, yeah, you gotta go. And then he changed his name and came back and we kicked him, and then he changed it again and got the boot. No reason for it. But he won't dare do that to anybody in Hybrid's channel. I think Hybrid's the only person that puts up with him anymore. See, I'm trying to remember. I think I'm running 10, 8, 7. So this should be 7K. Alright, I'll get you out of the way. I laugh. He said he was going to start doing lives. Yeah. I'm the king of LRP. I have 67 of them. Stop it with those stupid one-line dumb shit things that he says. Real recognize real. Yeah. Annoying recognize annoying. Enough negativity on that, everyone. Yes, sir. Sorry, don't ban me. We ain't banning nobody. Negative Nancy. Drill a small hole at the end of the crack. Through the chassis? Was it supposed to keep it from cracking any further? I mean, I'm good. Here pretty soon, I'm just gonna have to get a new chassis anyways. I mean, it's getting thin. Yeah, we'll never boot you, bro. Let's see. I'll come and watch. That dude has entirely too much negative energy, says Tony. Yes, another reason that that happened. But yeah, like I said, Texas, if you watch this, I apologize. I probably shouldn't have said anything. So can you imagine how many people he just ran off from good channels, right? We get an NITRO Addiction, but it was the fighting and the same. I got 13 of this and 27 G strings. Oh, yeah, I know. With no proof of anything. What's the guy's username? Only Nitros. And he changed it. It used to be Compass and Dodger Boy and something else. He changed it to Only Nitros because, you know, he doesn't want anything to do with electric, which is fine, but keep your opinions to yourself, especially on other people's channels. You're too new, you could beat him. Hey, that's fine. I mean, I hope not. You know, got a lot of good mods in here because we've had a lot of trolls. So anybody that's new wants to troll, or old changed names wants to troll, you know, we'll boot all of them. So thanks for joining in. I'm not talking about booting you. Well, you guys all accepting me even when I ran electric. Of course. Of course. I mean, Corey always runs electric. We don't make fun of him. My buddy Tony, that's all he runs is electric. You know, I love his Trogi. That thing's badass. If you watch that video of the Pro Racer, at the very end of it, had Tony and his buggy in there. He's a great driver and has taught me a lot. Let's see. I still run an E Trogi, but now I have 2 nitro buggies, 3 Reds motors, 1 flat. I got you hooked, didn't I? By the way, if everyone ran nitro only, who's gonna be your putt guys? Your pit guys? I just say 8 scale anymore since it's all on the good. Oh yeah, run whatever, man. It's all badass. Max Settings, what's up? Have you ever seen that dude's channel, Nick's RC vlog? He always brags that he's the best nitro tuner. Yeah, he's another one that Yeah, him and his group of wieners that we don't talk about them dumbasses anymore. You know, I had nothing against him until him and his buddies tried starting fights in here. And again, sorry for the negative shit, guys, but I just putting it out there. Don't come here and start negative shit, and you won't get booted or told that you're gonna get booted for it. So, but yeah. But they don't like me very well. But I'm glad you're here. He has beef with everybody. We are strong, Corey. That was 2 years ago, Max. I'm like, well, now I know who you guys are talking about. I mean, I don't know. I don't like conflict with anybody. But it really sucks just trying to go have fun, and then people want to start shit. Like, just have fun. And if that's your form of fun, then, I don't know, go away. There's nothing fun about conflict and starting shit with people. Oh, better get another one of these ready. This is going to be a mess. Like it always is. Let's see. Yeah, you better fly on the radar here. If you're a troll, you're joining where you want to be. This is my bridge, John. Don't go under the bridge, because Rinks will stick his troll tongue in your ear and ask for payment. No, bunch of good guys in here. We're going to keep it that way. Appreciate you guys. Stupid fan, it's hot in here. I need the fan on, but it won't let my paper towels alone. Speaking of Impacto, we're gonna fast forward the screw removal. Just don't wanna go too fast and heat up the plastic. Yeah, I'd say she was ready for a change. When I see Milwaukee, I think of that scene in Wayne's World with Alice Cooper. I don't remember. I remember the movie and Alice Cooper being in it. Did he have a Milwaukee? Or were they in Milwaukee? Leo, the last night guy, what's up? How you doing, bro? Just about time for some new drive cups. Probably do it after the next racing series is over, but starting to dig into them. Pretty sure these will be all right for a few more races. Focus ST had a Focus before, but not an ST. In Milwaukee, and Alice explained it's actually pronounced Milwaukee. It's been, oh man, I haven't seen that movie since it came out. I watched it a couple times around that, a couple of year period, but what was that, mid 90s, early 90s? I think I was dating my wife, so 93-ish, 94. I literally haven't seen it since then. The only thing I really remember about that movie was when they were dancing around. We got $5,000. We got $5,000. So I always kind of use that. Like one of the bonuses I got. Let's see. Howdy, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing this evening? Mr. Leo? Looks like your name's changed like everybody else's did at one point, but I remember you. How you been doing? Bridges collapse. Don't be on it when it does or under it. I don't mind banning anyone that needs it. That's why John has a great positive environment here. Yes, sir. Nothing but positivity. It's going to be 104. Wow. That sucks, bro. Alright, so it's a great car of mine. 23 degrees Fahrenheit here this morning. It was like 49 or 48, 49 here this morning. And they got up to like 72. They're going to start showing Wayne's role on the Classics channel after John Wayne. Nice. Carlo, that is not cold. Man, you guys ain't seen cold till you've gone up to North Dakota and experienced negative 65. And that's because the wind is blowing is the reason it's even that cold, so even more brutal. Get out of there. Huh. I didn't know oil would make a bubble. Hopefully these rings are still good. But I have some the gaskets. I'm pretty sure this gasket's part of the reason that it was leaking, so basically we're just gonna throw that guy away. There's really nothing you can do with the gasket once they start leaking. Not that I'm aware of anyways. Says it's not here. What's up, Lotus? How you doing, bro? When I tried to bring home the trophy, he brought home championship. No. Come on now. That was just the winner of the beginners. Just the winner of the beginners. So, night colors tonight for a lot of states. X-Class solar flare. Ooh, that'd be cool. How's the Cobra chickens? Kibble. He tried to sell the kibble back to me. I told him he can keep it. Possum anyone? No. I've heard they're greasy and not very good. Cobra chickens are your way, brother. It's negative 34 this week. They're probably down here. Well, I don't know how far south they go, but I haven't done the diff for shock since I built it. Might be why it sucked. Yep. How much run you got on it? Oh man, you know you need a boat in the desert. Oh yeah. Yes. Taking donations. Nah, there's so much racing going on, and it's so much work keeping up with it. Like, I don't have time to do any of that stuff. Ain't got time to fix the Baja. Let's see, where are... There's my gaskets. 9143. Yeah, these are the right ones. I got gaskets for this and gaskets for the older ones. I want to make sure I got the right ones. 3 to a pack. We'll probably end up changing all 3 of them. Quarter chickens don't go north, they stay here over here. 20 races? Yeah, you better do something with them, bro. Mine are in the freezer. This has been fixing the RC 10T with Traxxas parts. It feels dirty, but it's working. This is the real creepoman. Trying to see if I can... Yeah, if I did write it on here, it's gone, but... We're doing 7,000 weight in the rear. Hell, it might be time for new O-rings. I don't know. Things wear out so fast when you're on the track. It is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. As though Corey from Trailer Park Boys would say, that's ridiculous, man. Yeah, get out of there. It all came out in one clump. I like it. One of the things I'm learning about racing is that when you do have to buy something, you should just buy 2. No matter what it is. It's almost a guarantee you're going to need to buy it again pretty soon. You know what? Now that I think about it, where'd my damn... I had shims in here. I feel like... I thought I did anyways. we go for ice cream? Only a few will remember. It was good times. I thought about that the other day. I was like, oh man, back to the good old days. Yeah, and it was a little easier there in Omaha because, where I was going was just a 5 minute drive up the road. Everywhere I go now is, out to the tracks like 45 minutes. But I did find that park, and it's literally within 5 minutes, so not bad. Good place to run. I've been there twice now, and it's a pretty nice place. So I think we're gonna do that more. And when the daylight quits shrinking, we're gonna try and get out there after work at some point and do a live. Stop it, phone. Of course, we never ever went for ice cream and no ring, so I don't steal gas. That's Trevor. Of course, steals gas. John hasn't carried us for ice cream. I mean, you know. This man. Lotus may have sent that man to John. Let's see. And you may have to fix a low C XXXST or whatever it's called with Traxxas parts. No problem with that. I got Traxxas parts for days. That's funny how many different, because like Traxxas parts, I mean, they'll fit the MGT. It's funny how many different vehicles you can put Traxxas parts on. I hear you, Carlo. That's funny. So I haven't been talking, guys. I was putting SH-18 back together and having dinner. Well, welcome back. Thanks for hanging. Back, did he jump a savage over his imaginary couch while I was gone? No, we never did that. This would be a nice spot to set up the ramp right at the screen door. Start the truck over here where I'm at now and just shoot it across the living room and try to launch it over the rail. If I wasn't worried about paying for damages, because I'm more than likely I'm going through the glass because you know how bad my steering is. But it don't matter what you drive. Yes, sir. Let's see here. It's so hard to get all the grease. I'm going to take this over to the sink and I'm going to hit it with some brake cleaner just to try to get some of the rest of this gooey shit out. So I'll be right back. Should have got those pieces soaking in there a long time ago. We'll see him jumping out the door. Would be fun. We're all in it for the RC hobby. Yes, sir. The hinge pins for the RC10 use E-clips. Hinge pins are better RPM band. Yep. Yeah, I hate when they discontinue cars. Set the ramp up in the house, get renter's insurance, right? I didn't bring the ramp, so it's not gonna work. 2 times you've said what I've typed as I was typing it. What? Me? Well, was I talking about jumping out the door while you were typing it up? I think he's living rent free. Sure you have wood at the job site. Nah, I mean, yeah, but doesn't mean I'm in the mood to collect it. Dude, I do enough jumping out at the track. Let's see. So that's ready. This needs to be wiped up. Off the guy with the emojis. Yeah, that's what she said. You're like, guys, you don't love us anymore. Well, in that case, Lotus, I never did love you because I've never jumped it out the front door like you've asked me to 100 times. Hey, easy on the scratch. Only the track. It's funny, a guy that works with me got him a computer and some screens for the job, like some monitors, so he could have multiple monitors set up. And first day, it hit a screw. Both the monitors hit these screws that were in the game box, and scratched it. And I was like, "Oh, hey, now your name's Scratch." It was funny to me, anyways. I don't think he liked it so much. Yeah, look at all them beautiful emojis. Whole pack of scratches. That's fine. Yeah, I'm getting some scratches on my 83. This is from track abuse though. You can see a little bitty one there. There's a couple of spots. Oop, get it in the camera anyways. Still looks good though. Still got the blue edge. It's the pipes that look like they go through, the beating. One thing I hate about these diffs is it just takes so long to get through all the pieces and get them cleaned up. But we gotta make sure they're good. Buy one, get two free. It is true we have never been able to scumbag Addy into doing stuff. Rick says I have. If we're out and about and we're already jumping something, and you guys request something, yes. Fire it up inside the apartment? Hell no. Some people might, not this guy. I'm here to make money, not waste it on something like that. We're here to make money and spend it on cool RC stuff, but I'm not here to waste it on repairing somebody else's property. But I think the suggestions are funny. I noticed a lot of stuff I wish that I could actually do for you guys that I don't feel like would be a good idea. So we just don't do it. Get out of there. Thank you. Do it for Dale. Oh yeah, that's gonna make him happy. See, I had a guy pay me to jump my 76 Cutlass into a lake. I did, and the water was only 16 inches deep. I only paid $50 for the car. Guy that paid me then pulled my car out. That's some funny shit. How much money did he pay you? $51? Made it worth it? You have to be on the scratches. I didn't see any. Yeah, I mean, they're very tiny. Man, running on them tracks is hard on these things. I mean, look at there. This is one of the few engines I've had that has never leaked a drop of oil out the bottom, and I've probably got a good 5 or 6 gallons on this. Right here. A little bit there on the edge, and then right in that S. And a little bit of wear there. Just little stuff here and there. There's a little thing there on the edge. Yeah, still in pretty good shape for as much abuse as these things take. I mean, people land on it all the time. We land upside down. Hell, my buddy Tony, poor guy. I was right where I was marshaling. It was, it was a double. And well, actually, it was a 6-pack. It was 3 sets of doubles. And on that last one, right at my marshaling spot, he come flying through and ended up flipping it upside down. And he basically landed kind of like right at where the top of the car would be, but at the front of the shocks. And it literally just ripped this one off of his truggy. But it was pretty cool. He got it fixed up, no problem. I tried to start it. It started. I collected the money and drove it home. Did you answer me on how much? Oh, $500. Damn. So I got a funny story like that about nobody offered him money. He was just one of those guys that his parents had money and would buy him, whatever. So it's not like he actually had to worry about it. But he had, and he did this to multiple trucks. But the one deal that I remember, because I'd heard about it, and then I was actually there and watched him do this. He had like a late 80s, early 90s Chevy, and it was a extended cab with a like a long bed, and it had a camper shell on it. Good looking truck, and this was in 95, 96, maybe 97, something like that. So there's this place where it's like a creek that runs through this farmland, and then they have levees on both sides of it. So then when you're driving down this gravel road, there's 2 humps. We called it the camel humps or double levees. It had all kinds of names. But he'd come flying down that gravel road and hit one and just launch that truck. And I seen him land, and when he landed like this, you could see that front end just crumple up. I don't know how much damage he did to that truck, but I've never seen it again. It was fun watching them do it, though. It's one of those deals where it's like, yeah, this guy will do it. Let's go watch him tear up his shit just so we can say we've seen it and not have to do it to ours. It was good times. And that brake cleaner stinks. We added 7 seconds a lap on the last two, but we were finishing, dang it. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to mention, you finished the race with a flopping shock. No, he did pretty good. He ran just as good with a shock flopping around and the front end dragging as he drives any other day. So it was pretty fun watching it. And then old Peyton, he was running real good, but man, he does so much whipping in the air and just, you know, like throttling it while it's, I mean, he's always on the throttle. Damn good driver, very fast. But I started watching his front left tire. You could see it coming unglued by the end of the race. You know, it was a big old giant balloon. And you could see where it was peeling away. It was quite entertaining. I think that was the same race. That was on his electric, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the same race. All right, there's that. Now I gotta get my 7K. 10. Where is it? There's 8K for the center. Use that. What's up, Kim and Jason? Hello. Paige says I was nuts. Paige left out the part of how to replace the whole front clip. I mean, when you pay 500 or 50 and make 500 for having fun, nothing wrong with that. All the damage, that's how much. How can speak bad of brake clean? Off brake clean? You mean how can you speak bad of brake clean? Well, I mean when it's giving you a headache and you could smell your life disappearing. That stuff stinks. Sad thing is, I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to do pull out another diff and get it soaking in there, so whatever's left is just wasted. Bought a KZ900 with the money. I'm gonna put a race tune with a single stage idle, then run it up to 360 degrees. Oh my god. You should do it on break-in and then blame the quality of it whenever you fry it. You know, it's funny, I had the same engine and my connecting rod's still good, and I've probably put 2 gallons on that big ass field with a full throttle, not letting off of it. Connecting rod's still in good shape. But I don't think it's ever seen 360. And yes, that is a true story. So you're gonna tell me gear oil doesn't smell good? I don't know. I haven't messed too much with gear oil. That marine grease I got over there, it's kind of stinky. Back after feeding cats, but I gotta go to bed, my friends. Thanks for leaving, y'all. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you much for the donation. You're freaking awesome, bro. I will definitely put that towards the racing. I think went full throttle for 5 minutes. I don't think it ever quite reached full throttle. It reached overheating mad throttle. tried to say that connecting rod was like aluminum foil and horrible quality in the Alpha engines. Like, really, dude? Those Alpha engines, you know, for what you pay for them, are great. Now, I don't know about the high dollar racing engines, but the more budget friendly ones, I mean, like I said, I've got some really good use out of that 21 that I put in the Losi buggy. JP likes his. He's got the orange one. I liked mine. My purple headed was a B850 before I traded it off, but I bought a brand new one. I still haven't gotten it out of the box. Yeah, Alfa runs good engines. A little too much oil. Getting it everywhere. You don't know how what still lives. Did I miss something? Oh, we got a bunch of hearts from Corey. Yay. Corey got free membership a while back. Oh my god, silicone everywhere. Just picked a $150 Alpha .28. The quality seems pretty good. Don't like the fact they ship it without a plug in the glow plug hole. Well, it's in a box. Open it up, make sure there's nothing in there. You'd be aight. Put off a 32 in my Truckzilla. Yeah, there was often but I mean even the Alpha 28s. I mean those are damn good engines. You know, they're basically, they even say it on there, they're RTR. You know, they're not racing engines. Hell yeah. Where'd you go? Big Boys Toys member for 4 months. What's up? Keep up the good work, John. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Hey, you guys are typing too fast here. Beast of an engine, especially when it's in a buggy. Any 28 in a buggy is a beast. Nice and smooth. It's like a butter. Got a mess of slimy rags here. Just picked up a $150 Alpha 28. Oh, I already read that. Yeah, like those the purple one that I have, the B852, and then the one that JP has, that orange one. What is that? A852? I don't remember the numbers on that, but they come like sealed in like a shrink wrap. And then yeah, the glow plug is in the box, but not in the engine itself. They don't want to include the glow plug. I get it, but plug the hole up. Did yours not come with a glow plug? I thought it's been a while since I got mine. I thought that they did. I haven't read it yet, but I watched Nitro Pimp run his Savage with the Off 30 yesterday. Like rips. Yeah, those Off 32s are pretty badass. Big Boys Toys in the house. Look at you. Thank you, Carlo. I appreciate you, my friend. Go get yourself some hot chocolate. There's Hybrid. What's up, my brother? Hell yeah, thanks for joining in. Says congrats on the win. Thank you, bro. Lotus member for 18 months like an awesome guy that he is. And then he throws out the scratch. So you pull start 20 brand new for 150. Take my money. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Hell of a deal. With 32 on the buggy, they can't factor that in. Yeah, they're good for bashing around and having a blast, but not much for racing. They just suck too much gas. It's not really ideal. And the one I got, it was all vacuum packed. Yep. Did it come with the glow plug? Or just an empty hole and vacuum packed? I don't really remember for sure. Well, I was going to put this back in there, but I got things to do. I'm not going to be on here all night, so I need to clean it up before I put it in there. But anyways, Texas Aggie, what's up? Last time I got an Alpha Falcon and it came with a glow plug. Yeah, the racers, I'm assuming do. I haven't gotten one, but the RTRs don't. Not installed. Yeah, and that's the way. I'm pretty sure the one I got came with it, but it's been a while. The new engine got to be real nice. Let's see. My third came in a Gem and CRT truggy. Crankshaft. Blah blah blah. I believe my orange one did, but my red one did not. Hell yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while. I don't fully remember. But got ourselves a brand new diff there, ready for the track. But yeah, we'll wait and throw it in there tomorrow. We'll get this cleaned up. We'll throw the diff in there, get it sealed up. We're gonna take the shocks off and clean them up, refill them. This car's in need of a complete strip down and cleaning again, but I don't have time for that. It's gonna have to wait. It's gonna have to wait. Are we ever gonna see a Savage on the track? Maybe. I mean, the only thing would be fun to do is just hit the jumps with it, hoping it don't break. It's like landing on concrete with that, and if you don't hit, I mean, these buggies are built to take that damage. Most RTRs aren't going to be built to take that kind of damage. They may last a few rounds, but not going to take too much of it. It's a possibility, but I'm going to wait till the season's over. Because once the season's over, they don't really care a lot. But during the race season, the track was so rutted up yesterday from the rain that we had last week, and it was shut down last Sunday because of the ponds in it. So there was a couple spots where there was a trench, just from either the water runoff or from them scratching out a little trench for the water to run, whatever the case is. But yeah, and it was right before a turn, so you literally had to like just roll through it and hope you didn't flip over and then turn, and it was tricky. But we made it, and I didn't crash on it like I thought I was going to. It would be cool, I know. We'll start a Savage circuit. I mean, there's a couple people out there that have Savages as well. You know, a lot of these racers, when it's like all they do is mess with race cars, they don't mess with the RTR stuff. So there's been a couple times that I've mentioned a Savage, and they all look at me and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "It's a monster truck, basher," and they're like, "Oh." I'm not saying that they don't know anything about it, but the reaction doesn't look like it. Let's see. It rained in Phoenix, but it flooded. Yep. So this year on record has been like one of the most amounts of rain that they've had on record. And of course, it's the year I'm out here and I'm trying to do something fun and it stops me. So it's kind of annoying, but you know, it could use it. There's a lot of green stuff growing where it don't normally grow, and it's like, wow, this stuff exists out here. It's like it'll lay dormant for years until they get a good rain, and then it just pops up. But and you know, so it does rain out here, and my dad used to joke around because he lived here for 30 years, and he'd say, you know, when they say they're getting a quarter inch of rain, it doesn't rain actually a quarter inch. There's a quarter inch of spacing between the raindrops on your windshield, you know, while it's coming down. I always thought that was funny, and for the most part, you know, they're kind of true. But yeah, we've gotten a lot of rain this year. It's been crazy. That's the name of the game, not crashing. I wish I would have had yesterday's race on video. I mean, I was pushing it and like driving the track, you know, like a racer. Not as fast as them, but I was getting more comfortable with it. So when my truggy kept dying and we finally got it to run, I knew I wasn't going to catch the other guy that I was running with, the one that I beat out in the novice class. But I pushed it around the corners. Like I drove that truggy like I had never drove in it before, which I haven't had it very long. But no, I was really pushing it, trying to just get some laps in. And I was impressed with how well I was doing and not, you know, not rolling over, not jumping off the track, not overdoing it. I was impressed with my driving on just, you know, and at that point, you know, you're really pushing it, right? That's when you make the mistakes. And I still had like 94% consistency on that run. So I was pretty happy with that. And I can feel the, you know, I can feel the cleanliness of my running, and I'm getting more comfortable with it. And I can see that I'm getting faster. So that's the most important thing to me is, you know, just being able to get faster. On my revo on the 8th track, it worked out. But fast, I think not. Yeah, right? You know, everybody was always wondering, you know, how fast these racers go. And it's like, you know, it's not about the speed, it's about the handling. You know, they say slow is fast, right? You start trying to go around that track fast with anything, and yeah, you're going to be the slow guy. You should bring it in and run it off the track with the guys. Yeah, I've thought about it. I always put so much time into these getting them ready. I don't ever have it ready. Slovo. Okay. I don't think it ever shifted on the track. Probably not. Jumped fine, but wouldn't turn. Strap a rocket to it, go faster. Well, I mean, you want to make it through the turns. I mean, that's the hardest part about it. Oh, what happened? I don't know what it is with this place. They keep having water leaks, and then they'll shut the water off, fix it, turn it back on, and then I just went over there and it's not running again, and my hands are dirty. Let's see. I think I may have the fastest nitros in the nitro gang. Yeah, all them on-roads. Them on-roads are really close. So I lived in Phoenix for a year. 24th Street and Camelback. I know about where that is. It rained one time that entire year, flooded everything. Back in like 19 or 20, 2020, 2019, something like that, they had a big rain, and I don't remember what year that they finished I-10 that runs through Phoenix, but they were doing a lot of work, and I guess the pumps weren't working because it sits low, so they have pumps in there to pump out the water. But around like 43rd on the west side of Phoenix, it was a river on I-10. It was crazy. I've seen videos of it. Well, Texas Hill has hit 80 with this Kyosho GT1. That's pretty fast. That's fast. All right. Well, I'm gonna quit rambling. I appreciate your all support. You guys are freaking awesome. I mean, I was still sitting here 2.5 hours in of a boring long live and still got 20 people in here. If you haven't hit that like button, please do me a favor. Grab it. That's fast as fuck, boy. That's flying. That is quick. I mean, stuff like that's hard to handle, but awesome. I hate cutting it off with this many people in here hanging out, but I gotta go to bed at some point. I got a few things to get done, so thank y'all very, 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 very much. You guys have yourselves a good night, and we're gonna continue this racing adventures and keep you guys updated as we move along. And here pretty quick, I'm getting some race videos, so stay tuned. Hopefully see you guys tomorrow night. We're gonna keep working on this, and until then, much love and peace. And be nice. Quit being mean. None of you guys, but there's other people out there. Treat each other with respect. Anyways, love you guys. Have a good night.